This video is sponsored by Anoa Mother Care. Great stuff for great kids.
My name is Joy Agdu Ama, Mrs. I'm a mother of one strong, energetic boy. Yeah, and he is 11 months. I'm a lecturer and a fashion designer as well. I was just not right. I think Sunday we went to church. I was just not feeling too good. And I wasn't sure whatever was going on. But I knew that something is off in my system. So I told Habi about it. And we slept it off the next day. The next day I couldn't get up from bed. I was just lying flat on the floor. And I told him that I think I may be pregnant. He was also surprised because we are planning on waiting, and the waiting times were different. He wanted we had a project to embark, 4-year project. He wanted it after the project. I wanted it during the project, but God had his own way. It came before the project, so I told him I was pregnant. He wasn't too sure. I wasn't too sure. I said, okay, let's get the pregnancy kit. We got it. I went to the washroom. I tested and it was positive. And I broke down. I just cried. I was excited that, okay, I'm fertile. At the same time, okay, am I ready for this? I went into the hall and I told him that, okay, we have 2 red lines. And he was excited. He was happy. I was like, you know what? We are not ready for this, but it's here. Let's work at it. Let's just embrace it. And I told him I wasn't too good. I want to drink water, but I'm not sure I want to drink water. It's like, okay, what do you want? Let me go and get you a tonic drink. Just left the house, went to town, bought it. I was like, take your time. The journey is long. It's like, no, he's ready. I was like, okay. So that's how we found out that we were pregnant. The pregnancy was a journey. I didn't know myself. I couldn't relate to myself. And I think Habi was the one who received most of the reactions from me. And he was stable. I don't know how he managed to do it throughout the 9 months, but I was very emotional. I was very sensitive. I'm sorry, that's just... I couldn't relate to anybody the way I used to. I used to be the exciting, happy. I used to be the very exciting young lady. And I got pregnant and everything just flipped. First, second trimester was just new to me. I didn't know anything about it. I don't know why. I just couldn't understand what was just going on around me. I couldn't sleep at night, and the place was always hot. Everywhere I found myself was hot. I go to work and I can't talk to anybody because I'm upset. I'm moody. There was one time I went to work, I wore 2 tops. I wore 2 tops as a dress. I don't know why I did that. And that evening I called my good friend. I told her that I'm just not feeling too right. So she closed from work and came home. She sat by me throughout the evening outside the home. And I poured out all my heart to her. I told her that I don't understand why I'm not myself anymore, why I can't be the blabby joy, the talkative, the lady who can express herself, and and she just listened to me and told me that this is life within you. So let's just take it one day at a time. After she left, she sent me a text that you better check your clothing because what we were wearing was just off. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to be that um, pregnant woman who dresses up in her trainers and walks around, greeting everybody early in the morning, exercising, dancing, dress and look good with my pregnancy. And people would see me, oh, are you pregnant? Like, yeah, I am with my pregnancy. Yeah. That's how I felt I was going to, carry this pregnancy. But I couldn't do one. None. I had my early morning vomiting, and we called it morning glory at home. I woke up at 4 and I'll vomit throughout till like 6, and then I'll go outside and sit outside and wait for the sun to rise. I enjoy that look. And then I'll vomit again. Then I'll try and brush my teeth. Then I'll get to the office around 9 or 10. I'm already late. So by the time I get there, I'm so upset. I'm like, this is not me. I work with schedules. I'm always on point. I try to, and here I am failing. That's how I felt. But I was encouraged by people that it's a journey. This is life within you, so take it easy. I felt depressed, but I had strong faith. I was depressed. I wasn't happy, but my faith kept me going. I had a book. My good friend again, she gave me a book to read, and it encouraged me every morning. So as part of the morning glory, after the vomiting and everything, then I turn on good music, gospel, and then I read the scriptures and all the things in that book, and to encourage me for the day. After the day, I'm done. Next morning, I'm depressed, and I have to do it all over again. So yes, I was quite depressed. I was not happy. I didn't see myself enjoying the journey. I told myself I would enjoy it, but I just couldn't find it within. I just couldn't find it within because I didn't know who I was anymore. My big sister and my very good friend, they used to come around during the weekend after church, and they come with their kids. They come and entertain me. They come and play around. They come and sing songs, And then after that, they draw. They draw me. Auntie, we want to draw you. We want to draw you. You are pregnant. You have a baby inside you. We have to draw you. So they draw, and I give them the space and everything they need to draw. And each time they draw, I keep them because they're in stages. There were times that Tommy was quite small and it became big. They have all of that. So I kept these drawings in the space that I wanted the baby to be when baby comes. And every night when I wake up and I feel gloomy, I feel exhausted, I feel tired, I go and look at these drawings on the wall, and they just encourage me that these kids see something. They know I'm pregnant. They believe in me that I can do this. And I just laugh over them, and it encourages me. I go back to sleep and I'm calm. Yeah. That day, I think I decided to go shopping. I was looking for a curtain, a white curtain. I don't know why I wanted that curtain. Everything was set at home, but I said I want a white curtain. At least let me just do this. Let me know that I've done one thing for myself before the baby arrived. So we went to the market. I was walking. I was tired. The vibrations were very strong, but I didn't mind. I just wanted the curtain. And one woman said, "Madam, how?" Then my mom was like, "You know what? Let's just go home." So that night, it became intense. So 12 or 1, I asked her, "Okay, we are set, right? Everything is in the car, right?" Okay, then I called my mom. I'm like, I think it's time, so let's go. Then 1 a.m. we packed our things. We packed the little necessary things that I needed into the car, and then we sat in. I was like, okay, so they say water would break. Let's wait for the water to break. I'm waiting for the water to break. Why is it not breaking? We got to the hospital, and of course it was between midnight and dawn, so everybody's sleepy and everything. So one of the nurses came, assisted, and then I was placed on the bed, and then she tied something around me, trying to find the heartbeat of the baby. She was like, madam, please, we can't find the heartbeat of the baby. The way things are going, you have to quickly try and make this baby come out, or you will die. We all turned and looked at him like, nobody's dying here. She herself had to pack herself somewhere because, it was just off. So we lay there, and Happy was just rubbing my feet because that's what I needed. I just needed him to rub my feet, and we're just calm. We're like, this is going to be cool, this is going to be fine. We already knew that the baby was breech, so we're going to have a CS session, and our doctor was not around. So we said we would wait for him to come. So they took me to the ward, and then he came, and then we had the CS session. Habi was by my side, and I've heard stories about people, husbands in the theater who faint or they get scared. And so I was ready to read his body language to find out what exactly was going on. But he sat there by my side, held my hand, and he had a calm disposition. I was like, you know what? You have to tell me something with your body language. What's really going on? There's like, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I was like, wow, okay. Then they brought the baby out. And I was in shock. I saw the baby. I was like, that's a big one. He's big. So Daddy mentioned his name. He said that this is going to be his name. And I'm like, he's going to be my Big J. I'm going to call him Big J because he's very big. And the doctor said, sweetheart, now that's a big baby. You couldn't have pushed that baby out. Breastfeeding was not a challenge. I had good counsel from colleagues and close friends, family. So I was advised to take mash kinky. So my 8th and 9th month, that was what I was feeding on. So when baby came, breast milk was intact, was ready. Yeah. A lot of support. My mom, my husband, I salute him. He was there. My family, my very close friends, and then church. Very, very supportive. Home for baby was comfortable. He felt very comfortable. He slept throughout the first night. I didn't want to be by the baby. I was still dealing with the whole experience. I just wanted to be by Habi. I wanted us to just be alone. He said we had a journey to embark on. It's a 9-month journey. We are done with that journey. So can we go back to where we left off? It was a painful experience. It was overwhelming. I didn't expect that. And of course, no one will prep you about it because we are hoping that delivery will be the normal way, the natural way. And so when I had the CS, my mom was there to encourage me. Happy was there to encourage me. But I was numb to all of them. I was completely numb. And I remember at the hospital, I think the 3rd day at the hospital, I didn't want to see the baby. I couldn't stand his cries. And I felt bad about it, that this is my baby. I'm supposed to be excited about it. But I wasn't. And so they had to move my mom and the baby to another space so that I could just stay calm. because I was getting angry, I was getting agitated, my emotions were all over the place. So coming home too, I just needed that silence, and I was asking God, will I not connect with my baby? Am I going to be that mother who won't love her child? But with time, I see myself, overcoming that. Hey, I thought I was a tough person. Circumcision. We got to the hospital. They said, okay, they mentioned the baby's name. They came for the baby. He said, won't you tell us what is going to happen to him? Won't we see something? I said, no, you won't enter there. You will sit outside and wait for us to finish with the baby, and then, put the ring there. Like, okay. So we sat there. Grandma was also there. Then I heard my baby cry. Hey, I was like, what is happening? Someone should tell me something. It was at that point that I realized that I'm a mother. The pain the baby was going through, his scream, the way he was crying out loud. When they brought him out, before they opened the door, I knew that they were bringing my baby. My breast was already out. I wanted to just take my baby in. So I held him. I just gave him the breast. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I just covered him and I started speaking in tongues. I was just praying, just holding him, said, drink, you'll be fine. I started praying. And I sat in the car and I started crying. I started weeping. I was like, wow. No, nothing is going to happen to you. You are protected. You are fine. I started praying and my mom was like, oh, you are crying? You are crying about your baby? Hey, that's good. I was like, yes. No one should touch him. So that day I was like, I'm on duty. He has to heal. He needs breast milk. Okay, mommy, what are we supposed to do? I wanted to protect him. That was when I realized that the love for him, started, bubbling within me. Yeah. As I said, Daddy gave his name, and I'm like, this is Big J. So when I call him Big J, I was like, yes. He has a way of responding, yes. It's like, okay, what are you doing there? Then he has his own words. It's quite rewarding. And waking up in the morning or at dawn, after he's, sucked all the breast milk throughout the night, he wakes up at dawn and he just throws his hand on you. Or he wakes up from wherever he is, comes to see if you are awake, and he's trying to open your eyes. It's quite rewarding. That morning, those little hands on your face, it's a feeling that I can't explain. And when I see him asleep, I watch him sleeping, I ask myself, wow. I have an opportunity to make this boy grow. I have an opportunity to see this boy grow, to become who he has to be. I have an opportunity to impact into someone's life, to become somebody in future. It's an exciting thing. You talk to people, you interact with people, and you give what you can to them. But this time around, he's by your side. He's watching everything you do. The way you speak to people, the way you interact with people, the way you carry yourself. He's going to learn all these things. And one day you sit back and look at this boy and it's like, God used me to nurture this boy. Yeah. One is godly counsel. I think I consider myself one of the fortunate people in this world to have very, very good, godly, open and honest people around me. They tell you as it is. When my emotions were all over the place, they were there to support me. They covered me with the help of my husband. They really covered me. It's okay to not know it all. It's okay to be confused about a lot of things. It's okay to think that you don't know yourself anymore in this pregnancy journey. God's got you. He's got you. He's got you. You may think that the burden is all on you, but trust me, you are doing more. You are doing a lot. You are doing a lot out there, and we salute you all.
This video was brought to you by One Mother Care. Great stuff for great kids.